Welcome to the 7-unit course on teaching young learners. Whether you are new to teaching young learners or already have some young learner experience, this course will provide you with the essential theory behind what we do in the young learner classroom and equip you with a wealth of practical teaching tips and ideas to help you develop into a confident and competent young learner teacher. You may already have some experience teaching adults or teenagers. Therefore, we will look at the key differences between young learners and other age groups to see what works regardless of age and what needs to be adapted when working with children. Each unit includes video observations of real classroom practice, short texts, and tasks for you to complete. To get the full benefit of the course, make sure you spend time working on tasks before revealing the answer keys for each section. At the end of every unit, there is a 30-minute assessment. You can review the material in each unit before making the test, so only move on to the next unit when you feel ready. I hope you enjoy the course. Praise is important whatever age group you are teaching, but it is especially important for young learners who may not have learned skills to assess their own learning yet and tend to look for the teacher or an adult for validation. Primary learners tend to be keen to please the teacher and often show this by trying to answer questions first and finishing tasks the fastest, as they assume this is what the teacher wants. Secondary learners often aim to finish quickly, as they prefer to do the minimum amount of work. However, finishing quickly is not always desirable for the teacher, so it's up to you to make expectations clear. A teacher who wants their students to ask and answer questions may be frustrated when the task takes less than 60 seconds because students just say yes or no with no expansion.
Okay, now students, I want you to pair up and I want you to talk about what you ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What did you eat for breakfast?
Toast. What did you eat for lunch?
Salads. What did you eat for dinner?
Chicken. Teacher, I finished.
Okay, just wait for the others to finish.
In this case, students need to know how long they should speak for, how many extra questions they should ask, and what sort of answers they should give. This can be done through clear instructions, which we will look at in the next section. The children in this scenario would expect praise and may be disappointed if they were to receive the opposite from the teacher. The teacher who praises in this scenario sends the wrong signal to students, who will always assume that finishing first is the aim of the activity, and so reduce the value of the activity.
Great job finishing! You guys were first!
As you can see, the students now think that finishing first was the goal, and they will continue to rush their assignments. Compare that to this example.
All right, you guys, great job practicing, but the other students aren't finished yet. So is there something else you can do?
We can ask the questions again.
We can ask new questions.
Great ideas. And instead of just saying chicken, you can say, I ate chicken for dinner yesterday. Okay? Awesome.
As you can see, withholding praise doesn't mean being cruel or upsetting the students. When praising students, keep language simple and compliment every student according to their own personal achievements. That means not only focusing on task achievement, but also on things like behavior, effort, and helping peers. Try to get into the habit of noticing positive behavior and commenting on it during lessons. For example, well done, Anne, for helping your partner, and that was great listening, John. Since young learners have a strong sense of justice, make sure you are consistent and fair.
Hey Thomas, really great job. I saw how you were helping Julia. That was really nice.
Thank you.
Very nice, Michael. Your handwriting looks great today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Personalizing the praise shows students that you are paying attention to them. You're not just saying, well done, to everyone. You notice their individual effort. Another way to ensure your classroom environment is happy and relaxed is to find out about your students' likes and dislikes, and including topics and activities which appeal to your students into your lessons. Remembering about someone's favorite animal or holiday destination shows that you care and are interested in your students as individuals. To find out this information, it's a good idea to conduct a survey at the beginning of the course, asking students to tell them something about themselves, what they enjoy and what they find difficult. This type of survey is called a needs analysis. For young learners who don't have the literacy skills to fill in a form, you can show pictures of activity types and ask them to show you thumbs up for the ones they like and thumbs down for the ones they don't. You can also ask children to brainstorm topics and then hold a vote to find out which are the most popular. This is a great idea for two main reasons. Students are more likely to engage in topics and activities they are interested in, and engaged students are well-behaved students. The language you use during your lessons needs to be appropriate for the level and age of the students you teach. For most students and their parents, speaking is the most important skill to develop. Therefore, the students should do more speaking than the teacher. Whilst sharing information about yourself and giving your own opinion is welcomed, you don't want to dominate your classrooms by talking too much. This is called high teacher talk. The language you use also needs to be graded for the level of your learners. For low levels, your language needs to be natural, but also short and to the point. Use short sentences and avoid complicated words. Remember to use concepts familiar to children. There's no point in talking about famous celebrities with 7-year-olds, but famous cartoon characters will work brilliantly.
All right, guys, so that was a really good article about Spain. Have any of you been there before? I went to Spain last year, and it was the best vacation I've ever been on. It was really, really hot, but it was so nice. I really, really loved it. I went to Madrid and to Barcelona, and I think it's the best vacation I've ever been on. I think maybe next year I'll try to go there on vacation again, and I'll take my mom. I think she would totally love it. All right, so that was a great article about Spain. Have any of you visited Spain before?
Me.
Rose, lucky you. What did you think?
I like it. It's hot, but it's very nice.
Does anybody have any questions for Rose?
Me.
Yes?
What city did you see? I went to Madrid and Barcelona. I like them, but Madrid is the best.
The language you use also needs to be graded for the level of your learners. For low levels, your language needs to be natural, but also short and to the point. Use short sentences and avoid complicated words. Remember to use concepts familiar to children. There's no point in talking about famous celebrities with 7-year-olds, but famous cartoon characters will work brilliantly. Look at these examples of graded language. Which do you think would work best with young learners?
All right, you guys. Do any of you know the Minions?
Yes, I do.
Ah, do you like the Minions?
Yes.
I have a picture of the Minions here. And can you guys tell me what they look like? For instance, they have big eyes. Yes, Thomas?
Yellow skin.
Oh, very good. They also have big eyes. Can everybody say, they have yellow skin?
They have yellow skin.
Can you say, they have big eyes?
They have big eyes.
All right, what else? Who else can tell me? What do you see? Okay, students, let's go ahead and do some more adjective work. All right, who can describe Madonna for me? No one? No one can tell me anything about Madonna's appearance or her music? Nothing? You don't know Madonna?
As you can see, you need to be aware of your students' interest and language level. Otherwise, the students get bored and naughty. It makes your job more difficult and their class more frustrating.
Okay, students, we're gonna go ahead and start with our action rhyme.
Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Clap.
All right, you guys. So in our next activity, we're gonna talk about and ask questions about things that we can and can't do, okay? So I have this wonderful picture, all right? Who can tell me, what is she doing? Raise your hand if you can tell me. Thomas, what is she doing?
She's flying.
Very good job, she is flying. All right, let's go to the next one. What is he doing? Jake, what is he doing?
He's swimming.
Very good, he is swimming. Lovely. Next one, raising hands. Rose, what is he doing?
He's playing the guitar.
He's playing the guitar, lovely. And then we have this one, Felix. What is he doing? He is?
He's skating.
Very good, he is skating, lovely. And then we have, the last one. Okay, Julia. What is she doing? She is
Speaking French.
perfect. She is speaking French. You guys did a great job. All right, now it is my turn to ask you the questions. Bum, bum, bum. All right, I'm going to ask you the questions. Thomas, can you fly?
No, I can't.
Okay, I can't either. All right, let's see. Jake, can you swim?
Yes.
Just yes. Can you make a whole sentence?
Just I can.
Very good. All right, let's see. Julia, can you play the guitar? Just no? Can you make a whole sentence?
No, I can't.
Very good. No, I can't. And let's see. Rose, can you skateboard?
No, I can't.
Okay. And Felix, can you speak French?
No, I can't.
All right, you guys did an excellent job. Who wants to ask me some questions?
Pick me
Thomas.
up.
Come on up, Thomas. All right,
Okay.
Thomas, go ahead and pick a card.
This one.
That one.
Yep.
All right, what is the question you have for me?
Can you skateboard?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Well done. Okay, let's see who else wants to ask me a question. Rose, come on up, Rose.
Teacher, can you fly?
No, I can't fly. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, helpers. All right, students, so now we are going to practice asking each other questions. All right? So, are you sitting?
Yes.
Are you dancing?
No.
Are you going to say no or no, I can't?
No, I can't.
Are you talking?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to have a group of 2 right here and a group of 3 right here. Take your cards. All right, wait for me. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, so who can tell me what is the question for this picture? Thomas, what is the question that goes with this picture?
Can you swim?
Very good. The question is, can you swim? Okay, so if I wrote this mark right here, what would that answer be? Raising hands, who can tell me? Oh, Julia, what would that answer be?
Yes, I can.
Very good. It is yes, I can. Wonderful. Okay, if I wrote this symbol down, what would that be? What answer would that be? Yes, Rose.
No, I can't.
Very good. That is the answer. No, I can't. Wonderful. Good job, guys. All right, so everybody listen to me. Okay, you guys, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do in just a minute. But first, I want you to go ahead and open your books to page 10. Okay? Oh, sorry. Go. Just close your books. Sorry, we're not using our books right now. We might come back to it later. Okay, I'm going to give you guys this handout. Okay? Okay. Hey, no, Jake, don't show your picture to your neighbor. Put your pictures on your desk, please. Put them face down. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, for this activity, what we're going to do is you're going to talk to your partner and you're going to talk to each other about the differences in the photo, okay? So what I mean is you're going to ask each other questions so that you can find the differences, all right? So like, for instance, Thomas, you might say, does your picture have a sun in it? All right? Or Jake, you might say, does your picture have a dog? So that you guys can find the differences, okay? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. So go ahead and talk to your neighbor for 5 minutes to find out the differences, okay?
Okay.
guys, that's our 5 minutes. Did you have fun? Did you find the differences? Yes. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and move on. We're going to open up our books to page 10 now, okay?
The first teacher followed all the stages recommended. She knew how the activity worked and gave all the necessary instructions thoroughly and briefly. She paid attention not only to the task, but also to the language students needed to complete it successfully. It's clear the children had encountered the language before, so the teacher only needed to remind them to use it. It's a good idea to put useful language on the board for speaking activities. You can always gradually erase it as the activity goes on, and the students need less support and more of a challenge. Because the teacher graded her language appropriately and made her instructions clear through demonstrating and using gesture, the children had enough support to understand what she wanted them to do, and they remained attentive and focused on her throughout. Once the teacher started the activity, they were keen to begin and they had a clear idea of what was expected and were excited to complete the task. The second teacher had chosen a nice activity which is appropriate for the age group and language level. However, the second teacher did not have the same success as the first teacher. The start of the lesson was very disorganized, with the teacher unsure which task to start with. It's also clear that she hadn't thought about how she wanted the students to complete the task, to ask questions or make statements. Both are valid in terms of completing a Find the Differences task, and it's up to the teacher to choose the area of language which the students need the most practice in. If they are confident with making statements, then increase the level of challenge by asking them to form questions. The teacher has not graded her language appropriately, and her instructions are long. The students have stopped listening due to the length of her utterances. They can't pick out the important information, so they just stop listening. Always give handouts at the last possible moment. This avoids the inevitable situation where students want to start the activity without knowing what they have to do. Because these students showed each other their pictures immediately, the point of the whole task was lost, to practice speaking. The teacher notices that the task is not going to plan and abandons the activity. Even experienced teachers make mistakes in setting up tasks, where the students end up confused. In my experience, it's best to start again with clearer instructions, as these students lost valuable speaking practice, and in my opinion, the situation could be rectified.
right, students, when you look at the board, you can see that we are going to design a poster about your country. All right? Who can tell me what would make that poster interesting? Raising hands, who can tell me? Michael.
A picture.
Very good. We can go ahead and we can draw a picture. Okay, that was a really great idea. So who has some other ideas? Go ahead and raise your hand. Rose, what do you think?
Some big writing.
Ah, some big writing. Okay, so what is another way we could say that? Do you think maybe a title?
Yes.
Very good. So we are going to write a title. Okay, does anybody else have some other ideas for me? Jake.
Some information.
Very good. We can go ahead and we can add some information. Great job. All right, you guys, those are all really good ideas. Now, how many sentences do you think we should have for our information? Yeah? Thomas?
3 sentences.
3 sentences? Okay, do you guys agree? How many sentences do you think? 6, 10? Okay, so we're gonna do maybe 5 to 10 sentences. Okay, now are we gonna write one word or full sentences?
Full sentences.
Very good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes. Get with your partner and you can start. All right, you guys, the picture is really great. I really love your drawings, but can you write your sentences first, please? Okay, thank you. All right, looking good, I love it. How do you spell beach? Can you look at your book? Refer to your book, okay? Those are some great sentences. Really good job, guys. Good job on the sentences. All right. Awesome. Oh, you're missing a capital. Can you make that a capital?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys, how many sentences do you have? You need 2 more, okay? Can you do 2 more sentences?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, you guys, I've seen some really, really great posters. Now look at our list and make sure you've included all 4 things on our list. All right, you guys, very well done. Now I want you to draw a face on your poster. All right, if you think your work was excellent, then I want you to draw a smiley face, okay? All right, really great. Okay. Yes, wonderful. Okay, I agree. One more sentence would have made it just a little bit better.
Well done on completing Unit 1. In this unit, we have considered what classroom management means for us and come up with solutions for some common classroom management issues. We discussed the importance of taking on different roles in the primary classroom and how that relates to the characteristics of primary learners. We learned the most effective ways to set up tasks, monitor students, and provide feedback. Feel free to revise any of these areas before proceeding to the Unit 1 assessment. See you in Unit 2, where we will continue the theme of classroom management by looking at discipline, rules, and routines.